again, everyone, and welcome back. This time, I'm not gonna stall as I walk up here and go to the next cutscene and move on to the actual portions of the game.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen.
I just got kidnapped.
To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Well, I got kidnapped by a giant bird. No, this bird is, for whatever reason, transporting you to basically the rest of the world, and you have to use him to get back to the asylum later also. In Lordran, level up and kindle at bonfires, and this is the most important Firelink shrine, which you can use, as it said, to level up. It basically makes it to where you unlock the ability to level up and do things at each of the shrines in the game. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I want to get my dexterity up to 12 to match the other, and now I'm level 4, which is good. I want my strength and dexterity both to be 14. After that, I'm going to work on them more, again, later, much later actually, because I won't need them specifically again. Most important through this playthrough at least is your endurance and vitality, with strength and dexterity topping out at about 15. Not 15, 14, because the weapon that I want to use is a 14-14 requirement weapon, and I get it very soon as well. Working on it, upgrading that weapon is also something very important. But if you go to that area, you get a firebomb. Come over here and talk to this little guy.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess, fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first, but there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are
Earl did, and he couldn't keep playing.
bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town.
I'll kill him eventually. He isn't dead.
And something happened. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on. But I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
Alright, so that's that guy. He's not very nice. He's also not very important. I'll probably kill him later out of the sheer fact that you get stuff from him, sort of. You want to continue on next up through the stairway. Don't go too far ahead. There will be some guy lobbing fire bombs at you. You are going to want to go kill that guy and get all the loot that he's guarding, but first you need to go up here to kill, as I said, the guy with the fire bombs. Before you kill him, this guy will come out and be a pain in the ass, so you... Ratchet bombs? What about ratchet? Just go ahead and kick him off and try not to be kicked off by this guy. Alright, now head back down here and deal with this guy. Come on, buddy. Come on over here away from that ledge. Backstab. You can pick up this item, just a Soul of the Lost Undead, and then do a very uncomfortable jump. Ah, I missed and died. Which means all those guys will be back and I'll have to kill them again. There's going to be a lot of that in this. I don't plan on cutting out all of my deaths, so... Not out of a lack of wanting to, but I feel like you would miss a lot of what I do in the game if I just cut out all the times that I die, so... Also, it'd make my audio, as far as voice audio, a lot more choppy. And I really didn't lose anything, because all of those souls that I had will just be sitting right up here. Not that that's a lot to begin with, but that green blood stain holds all of the souls that I lost from my death. What I wanted to do was jump across to there, and there is a ring that is, I guess, helpful. I don't really need it. It's not at all important, but it's something to get and have if you want to use it. That guy just likes that ledge too much, and usually won't let me fight him without him being right there, and I'm uncomfortable around ledges. Even the ones that I know I can survive falling off of, I'm very unhappy to. Let's try that jump again. There we go. And just do more uncomfortable movements. And here's the ring. There will end up being a merchant's right here later on in the game too. You end up seeing him after you go to the depths, and you have to get to him the same very uncomfortable way as we just did that ring. Most of the deaths that I accumulate throughout this game are from falling off of things, which irritates me. Rats can poison you. Usually aren't this much of a pain already. Do you mind? Jeez, freaking rat's gonna kill me. I'm starting this playthrough off horribly. But rats, among many other enemies, can poison you and give you other different status effects. Poison is... There's one actually worse than poison, which is toxic, and both of which just lower your health slowly. Come right up here, and we are in Undead Burg. Very creative names. I know a little bit later on we'll be in the Undead Parish. Oh. Come on. Backstabs are always the safest way to go. If you can get them without having to skirt around multiple people, it's usually a lot better. Nothing really important in here. This guy dropped a firebomb. Come on down here to a slightly hidden spot and find some stuff. But I will also most likely die down, just because I do very poorly at this point. If you're not ready for those guys to pop up, you can very easily die to them this early on in the game. I'm feeling like there's a guy like right. I don't see him. But the main thing is there are just a lot of different little items scattered around. My timer went off again, so it is time for me to stop the recording once more. We'll be back again with more in just a bit. Thank you all for joining me.